Hi guys, Graham Bass here again for puredancemastering.com. This is another quick tutorial to show you how to use our sample selector instrument rack in Ableton Live. We've got this for free download on our website, so if you're watching this on YouTube then you'll get links in the description to where you can get your hands on it if you like it. So basically this rack is just two instances of sampler we've got here, and there's 127 in this example kick drums loaded in that we are able to audition on the fly using this metronome over here. So I've just got a quick drum loop in here and four kick drum MIDI clip loaded in, so I can show you basically how it works. So here's the sound that we're working with. We've just got the first kick drum running over the top of it here. And all we do if we want to audition the kicks on the fly is move this up or down. We've got from 0 all the way up to 127. If, for example, the kick drums you load in, there could be 10, there could be 60, whatever, doesn't matter, just move them all in here. I'll show you how to do that in a second, and then just one quick wee setup and you've got this ready to go. So you can do it with hi-hats, snare drums, anything you want really, any kind of percussion instrument, so that when you're doing your track you've got your pattern down, but you're not happy with the sound, then you can run through this on the fly, and it's just a lot quicker than having to drag in new samples from your library every time you want to do it. So basically the way we've set this up is we've got a drum rack, we've dragged in two instances of sampler. This is a blank one, so I'll show you what we're doing here. So we drop your sample in here, so we've just got a bank of kick drums. Control or Command A to highlight them all, and then just drag them all in here. So in this instance we've got 20, anything up to, if you've got more than 127 then it just means you're not going to catch them all, you're just going to catch the first 127 of them, but we'll just make sure that we keep it less than that. I'm sure that's an ample amount. So when you get the rack, when you download it, it's basically ready for you just to drop your samples in like this. The only other thing that you have to do that we weren't able to set up until the samples go in is click on zone and then select. So we've already mapped this to this metronome over here, which selects your samples, but right now every sample that we've got, all 20 of them, are continuous throughout. So what we need to do is right click here and distribute ranges equally. So now they span across 7, whatever it is, divided by 20, and when we move this we can then go through them. So I'll have the kick drum pattern that we've got moved down to the next MIDI clip, so it's on the one that we're looking for, and play it. And you can see how easy that is just to scan through them. Yeah, so you can have this put into your default project file when you open it up, so they're just ready to go. You can also save it so that it saves into your instruments. Incidentally as well, once you've got a kick drum, for example, 2 banks of kick drums that you've loaded in, whatever your favourites are, then you can save it with those files already loaded in, so then you're just you can have 10 instances of this with 10 different banks of kick drums, and whatever one you want to work with at the time, you can just drag it in. We've also macro knobbed here the release time, transpose if you want to pitch your kick drum or snare or whatever it is you're using, the spread. But bear in mind as well that it's easy enough to modify this part of it. If you want to, for example, take the spread away, because you don't really want to be spreading your kick drum too much anyway, and you might want to mess around with decay time, so you can just map that instead, and then you've got your decay time on there, so it's easy enough for you to customize it in whatever way that you want as well. Also, I'll just quickly show you another one that we've got here. So this is a 8-bank selector. So again, the samples drag in, but instead of having these mapped to other instances of controls in the sampler, we've actually got 8 different samplers, and these can just be mapped straight to the sample selector here once they're dragged in. So if you're using, say, percussion, for example, you can have one of these with a bank of 127 kick drums, 127 snares, closed hats, open hats, a couple with percussion, etc, etc. There's 8 of them there, so you can have a full drum kit going on with every single element of it, able to scan through samples on the fly here easily. So it's easy enough to do that. You'll be able to see that all we've done is dragged in the samplers files into an empty rack here, and then drag the files in like I showed you. Make sure you distribute them equally, and then you can map this so you can scan through them. So it's easy enough to do. You could probably make it yourself, but we've taken a wee bit of the heartache out of that for you, and put it up on our website so you can download it, mess around with it. If you've got any questions about it, then by all means drop us a message, get in touch, and we can help you out with whatever it is that you're maybe confused about, because I get that this might not be simple for everybody. So feel free to do that. We will hopefully have some more free stuff on the road soon, so we'll have links to our Facebook, Twitter, etc, website, so you can follow us and keep up to date with what we're doing, if you like this, and hopefully we'll have more in the near future soon. So thanks for taking the time, and I'll catch you all again soon.